Hey, let's play Luigi's Mansion. Hey guys, this is Paul. Last episode, we took care of the basics. We went through the parlor, we found a couple of toads, and we were warned what lies beyond this wall. You gotta have a little bit of fun, right? So sorry for the people that are not a fan of that type of stuff. Um, this area is pretty easy. It's what I like to consider level 1, I guess. There's no real levels in this game. Um, I don't remember. I should have done my homework. I think if you walk back and forth in these hallways, there's little mice holes. I don't know if you could see, like in the fourth wall, where all these little like blue and pink mice are popping out of. A gold mouse does have a chance of popping out of certain mice holes, so I think that's one of them. I'm not that concerned with those mice though, because later on in the game you do have a chance to go back and catch golden mice and speedy spirits that you did not have the chance to catch beforehand. There is a certain point though where it's just one shot. I'm not seeing nobody. Okay, I'm not gonna be here all day. Like I said, I didn't do my research, so I could be wasting my time. Another thing to note, that's a locked door. This is a locked door. This door right here, I guess I could show it. That's a joke door. Going inside of joke doors will cost you a pretty penny, as well as your dignity. I never fall for those. I know this mansion like the back of my hand, and if you really look closely, you can tell that, you know, they're a little more bulgy, and real doors wiggle when you try to vacuum them. Fake ones won't. So that's a good way to tell too. Before we go on though, I do want to get some health because I have some explaining to do. Whenever you catch one of these so-called gallery boss ghosts, you are judged. Based on how much health you have, you get a certain frame. There's a gold, a silver, and a bronze. This also changes the look of the painting. Hey, look, it's Editing Paul. Quick correction update. If you want the golden frame on the portrait ghosts in the gallery, you're going to have to suck up anywhere from 90% to 100% of their health in one go. If you want the silver frame, you're going to have to do anywhere between 51 and 89%. So if you get 90%, that's a gold. 50% or below, that's a bronze. Your health has nothing to do with it unless you're fighting one of the big boss ghosts. Those won't appear till later. We'll go in more in depth later when we actually get one. But as of right now, Luigi's health has nothing to do with the regular portrait ghost, so no worries there. Also too, we haven't seen a certain type of valuable yet. While you're actually capturing the big ghosts, they tend to drop. Well, you'll see when we actually catch one. There's certain droppings that they drop. And if you manage to get the ghost's health all the way down from 100 to 10 in one shot without messing up, you're rewarded for it. But before we do that, let's mess with this stuff. I think there's a speedy spirit in here. I'm not sure. The only things that could really hurt you in here are a couple of books. You don't want to get too close to the bookshelf because I think they're infinite. If I'm not mistaken. I thought that was a speedy spirit there, but I guess not. Yeah, like I said, you want to check everywhere. Some more coins that should make up for what we lost earlier. And then there is a little secret you can try out. There's a book of riddles when you read it. Mysteries appear whenever people turn, but turning away from them solves nothing. Instead of turning away, turn to the side and look at the mystery from a different view. A way will surely open. I think that's just meant to be funny or like a little tongue-in-cheek thing. It might be suggesting that there are little secrets in this mansion, a couple of which I'll show. I think that's what they're referring to. Secret entrances. One of them would be right here, actually. There is a book, actually, that references what I'm about to show you, too. There's a book called Darkness in Their Cheese. Will you read it? Sure. Ghost mice are drawn to the darkness of real mice, as real mice are drawn to cheese. In the dark, they shine gold with whatever. Basically, it's telling you... Oh, from C. Parmesan. That's cute. When you see wedges of cheese like this, there are some scattered around the mansion. Give them a scan. Am I in the right spot, though? You gotta be fast. There we go. And what do we got here? An emerald. These things are worth so much money. There's emeralds, there's rubies, and sapphires you can find throughout the game. I don't know how much exactly, but those are a huge help into rebuilding the mansion. There he is! I knew it. I knew he was in. Okay, our first ruby, too. That is scary, because I forgot that he was in here. I had a feeling. Like I said, I think there's like 14, maybe 16 of those guys. And the coins just scatter everywhere, don't they? Coins are worth $5,000. I mean, if you can, try to get as much as you can, but it's better to go for the dollars and the gold bars. I don't know the exact breakdown. I'll put that up right now so you guys can see that while we explore. But coins are pretty much like, if you have to choose between coins and dollar bills or anything else, forget the coins. Okay. I guess we could do this. Scanning the boss ghost. So I've been so rude in ignoring the man of the house here. Oh wait, you have to scan his heart like on it. Ho ho ho. Go ahead and try to find me. I can see you, but you cannot see me. Ho ho ho. So he didn't really give us much help there. It's because sometimes the ghosts will basically sabotage themselves. So this guy, yeah, when he yawns, that's when he's vulnerable. Before we do that, I'm gonna go and save because I'm really scared of messing this up. Anytime you catch a speedy spirit or a golden ghost mouse, if you're going for like 100% in terms of like the best mansion or a high score or whatever, you want to save right away. And doing so actually raises our money. Oh, it doesn't? Oh. It says we have 0. It's because you don't get graded. Alright, think of it like this. We're carrying cash in us. We don't get to deposit it until we finish an area. More on that later. So yeah, we did pretty much everything we can do in here. So I guess now we're just going to try and catch this guy. Oh shoot, if you leave and come back, I guess some of his bugs come back to life. I'm so overthinking this. This guy is super easy to catch. Okay, so like I said, you want to pull in the opposite direction and see how he's dropping pearls. You want to make it so you get him down to at least... No! God damn it. I'll be back. I basically saved... I didn't reset the game. I just quit and decided to come back. Oh, shoot. No, he's revealing himself. Get out of here. Okay. He's not that hard, but he can drop poison mushrooms as you saw right there. Poison mushrooms will turn you tiny, and you can't do a damn thing until you turn back to normal. Okay, we got the big pearl. I don't know if you saw that big pearl that just fell on the floor right now. There's small pearls, medium. Only way to get the big pearl is to make him... to not... Okay, you saw how he threw me off before we cut? He threw me off before we got to 10 health. If you get him all the way down to 10, they'll drop one big pearl. And... as you can see, there's this many ghosts to catch, so there's at least that many big pearls. Not bad. Okay, now if the lights are on, let's check. Oh, there's actually a couple more books we can read before we open up that chest. You found Nivile's Big Baby Care Diary. That's the ghost we just caught. Will you read it? Sure, why not? My third son is still a baby. Oddly enough, he seems to scare people in ways the other two never did. The twins now, they're afraid of fire, water, and the cold wind. Cold and the wind. Why they shake with the fright when beset by the elements. Sometimes I think they're more childlike than the baby. Okay, a little bit of foreshadowing there. Oh, this is the cheese one. We don't want to read that. There's a couple more to read right here. This one. You found the Book of Persills. I guess Persills? There are spirits known as elemental ghosts. They live in the elements of fire, water, and ice that make up much of our world. To handle these elements, one must obtain an elemental metal. Perhaps elemental ghosts are only visible to the bearer of such a metal. A little bit of foreshadowing there. This whole room's full of foreshadow. You found Egad's Guide to Ghosts. Will you read it? Dear readers, we've all had trouble with ghosts who aren't easily surprised, right? They have all sorts of ways to protect themselves from light. What you would do, bright folks, when in a fix with one of these stubborn ghouls. Well, what should he do? Well, look for an opening, a way to catch them off guard to unsettle them. When a ghost is surprised and shows you its heart, that's your chance to catch the little bugger. I tell you, I've caught dozens of ghosts just like this. Pretty much the same old advice. And what's this one? You found Lydia's childcare, the wife of the house. Sure. The twins are very shy for ghosts their age. They've even gone and hid the key to their room far away in the mansion. How very tiring. They got me mad the other day for they got mad at me for twirling their little toy helicopter mobile. Ghost children today. Who knows what they're thinking? Yeah, that's pretty much all the books.
Oh, yeah.
I think there's money in these. I always forget. And these are here. Not really, I guess. Alright, let's open this up now. So yeah, as I was saying in the last episode, I have a theory that, well, I had a theory as a kid anyways, that this mansion belonged to all the people living here. You saw in episode 1, there was a man on the wall. It's this guy right here. I think his name is Neville, and this is Lydia. This is his study. This is where he comes and hangs out in his little man cave. Anytime you're in these hallways, always sweep up by a mouse hole, because you never know if you'll catch a gold mouse or not. Okay, this is the wife's room. So my theory was that something killed them or something really bad happened and cursed them, and now we're infiltrating them. Like we're over here. We're the bad guys. Like they're trying to enjoy their afterlife, and here we are trying to bring them back to a pain. But I don't think that's the case, actually. Maybe it was at some point, and that's why they decided to make it so that this mansion popped up out of nowhere, so kids wouldn't feel bad for being the bad guy. I don't know. I still kind of consider that canon. There's something if you take this off, I remember. There you go. No?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. There's something in here, though. Oh, you have to... Anytime you see a fan, you always want to make sure you open this up and spin the opposite direction. Actually, you know what? It might be smart of me to go and save after catching the vial. So I'm going to do that after I get all the money here. Also we'll scan her heart. Why not? I'm not going to scan everybody's heart because, I mean, we'll be here all day and there's some you just can't. They're just too tough. This is Lydia. Oh yeah, baby. Isn't my hair just gorgeous? Of course, I do spend a lot of time on it. I was so bored cooped up in that painting. Now I spend all my time in front of the mirror. It seems to scare people, though, so everything is coming up roses. That's creepy. Does she see that? Okay, let's save with Toad and we'll go back at her. Okay, I did some research. There is no gold mouse in this hallway, so worry not. Just dodge the scrubs, you'll be fine. Don't forget what I said about plants. Put a pin on that. You want to come back and see plants in the future. So her heart, as we saw, gave us nothing. The thing I thought to do as a kid was just vacuum and see if I found something. There you go. She's also easy too. I don't know if she drops a poison mushroom. I think they all do. But I always have an easier time with her versus Neville, her husband. Ah, that mushroom's gonna kill me. Fuck. Be back. Ah, the walk of shame. I'm gonna, you know what? Just to be a good sport, this one time we're gonna do the walk of shame. There goes Egad. He knows what we're doing too. He's like, ugh, I was young once too. Okay, that's enough. Yeah, laugh it up, Toad.
Yeah.
Okay, let's try that again. Oh man, that's so like... No, the mushroom! Okay, we got it. We got the big pearl. That's all that matters. That big pearl is all that matters. Oh man, I swear to God, those mushrooms are like magnetic or something. I don't know what. Okay. Is there a pearl back here? No. What's really cool too is you can see Toad back there looking at us. If you take too long to close the blinds, she'll actually end up closing them herself. And what's kind of funny is if you don't save that Toad or cheer him up, he'll be crying in the background. So, yeah, you might not want to do that. Poor Toad.
Oh yeah.
Nothing in here? Okay.
Oh yeah.
Like I said, you always want to check again, even after we get everything we need. Oh shoot, this is the big one. Even after we clear up this area and like we're like long gone, it never hurts to come back and check. Like I said, we have the plants to worry about, so we'll come back. Ooh. I swear, as a kid, that gave me Rosemary's Babies vibes. Oh shoot, don't hit that. We'll be right back. I'm just gonna save real quick. Okay, so everything you saw me do basically is what you want to rinse and repeat for this whole entire game. So once you catch one of these big ghosts, get yourself the big pearl, save it, and then attempt the next ghost. That's if you're going for the high score. If you're just trying to have fun, I mean, then have fun. I normally don't play like this, but it's been such a long time that I think I just want a really nice completed file in this game. Is there a big blue ghost in here? I could have sworn there was.
Oh yeah.
I could have sworn there was a big blue speedy spirit or whatever they're called in here. I might be wrong about the timing of that, because oh, that's enough spoilers. Let's see what he has to say. Might as well check all of them in Area 1.
Horsey, Rocky Horsey.
The implications of this being a dead baby is actually really sad. But I forgot where I read this or heard this. Supposedly that the baby was actually born a ghost. Again, if you want to be dark, you could, suggest something. But I like to think of it as the ghost parents just decided to have another kid. And yeah, the reason why I kind of subscribe to that theory is because of what we're about to see. Okay, so he said horsey. He said it himself.
Hey, wanna play with me?
All he's gonna do really is throw these little teddy bears at you. And if you try to suck them up, nothing's gonna happen to you. Oh, shoot. What does he say?
Stay away.
Okay. So as a little kid, I kid you not, I died here like so many times. That's all you literally have to do. Throw the ball to him, and that's it. You defeated him.
Ow, you gave me an owie. I just wanted to play with you. I hate grown-ups. Why do you have to be so much more bigger than me? I've had enough. Small, now grow smaller. Small, itsy tiny little wee ga goo goo ga.
Just like that, we got our first big boss, area boss, final boss, whatever you want to call it. This is pretty much why I think Chansey was born a baby. I also could have sworn I heard or read somewhere that she was a girl, but apparently, according to the in-game text, that's not canon. He's a boy. Yeah, so like this ghost is obviously like more special than the first two big ghosts that we caught. I like to think that he's able to do all this cool stuff because he was born a ghost. He was born with powers. 50. That's like not bad. It's usually I'm able to do less. So yeah, his phases are, he's pretty easy. He's the first big boss after all. He'll just throw his horses, and after you dodge a couple of them, the balls like you saw, you gotta suck them up and throw them back at him, and he'll belly flop. Rinse and repeat. It does get faster and harder though, the less health he has. Now I mentioned you needed a specific amount of health for gold picture frames with these guys. That's all you really need for the big bosses. You don't have to worry about draining their health down to 0 or 10 in one hit. All you gotta do is make sure you have good health fighting these guys, the big bosses. Are we gonna be able to get him all in one hit? He usually leaves me with like 6. Oh, we got him! Not bad. We did drop a couple of coins, but not a big deal. Okay, that's like way better. That's like the best I've ever done. Yeah, that's pretty much it. If you want, you could check around. I don't think there's anything in big boss rooms though after you beat the main boss. You're allowed to leave and come back if you want. And what's really cool is when you do... The music doesn't stop. No matter where you go, this music's gonna play. It's a nice detail I really like. It kind of does break the immersion. Wait, what does he say? He said something different, right? I didn't know that. I've never saved after a big boss ghost. Ah, that's such a... not a mood killer. I don't know. Ah, that is not cool. I didn't mean to do that. But yeah, that's pretty much all we can do right now. So let's see where this key goes to. By the way, whenever you beat a big boss of an area, their keys are special. So as you can see right here, Chansey gave us a heart key. All the other ones are gold. I'll zoom into another gold one next time I see one, but these are special keys. Not bad. Luigi. Luigi, can you hear me? Oh, thank God you're okay. I lost contact with you and I was just... This is something that makes the game feel a lot less scary in my opinion. No matter where you are, EGAD is just a click away. So it's like if you get scared, you can call him, or like he's there with you, you know, he's like fighting the good battle with you. He's your guy in the chair. I really like that. This game would feel a lot scarier without him. I haven't played much of part 2, but if I remember correctly, you're time traveling or something? I don't remember, but this just feels more cozy, I guess. Whenever you vacuum a boss ghost, your Poltergeist 3000 gets pretty much full to bursting. But ho, I guess you showed that boss who's the boss. Yeah, so once we catch a boss ghost, that's it. Like, they're pretty much like 95% of our vacuum. Good job, Luigi, for making it back in one piece. Take a gander at this fine piece of work. It nearly took me 20 years to develop. I call it the Ghost Portrificationizer. This machine lets us turn ghosts you catch into paintings. Not only that, it works in reverse too. That's some good foreshadowing. How do we use it, you ask? Well, it's simple. Just plug that Poltergeist 3000 in the slot and enjoy the ride, my boy. Oh yeah. I never get tired of seeing this scene. Ghosts are invisible, so we need to press them into visible forms. And press them, turn them into beautiful portraits. Alright, we got a gold on Chansey, gold on a vial, and a gold on Lydia. Just to be expected. Most of the gold paintings I'm not a fan of. I like the silver ones more. And in the remake, you're actually able to choose what you want to display in the gallery. Here, you're stuck with the best one. Even if you replay the game and you get gold, and you had a silver one prior, and then you replay it again and you get a silver, no, it's always gold. To my knowledge, I don't remember if getting a worse score will like replace the better one. I think it's just always your best. So in this first area, we got the dad, the mom, and the baby. If you get silver, this is how they end up looking. And if you get bronze, this is how they end up looking. Like I said, the gold aren't my favorite. Well, some of them have grown on me. Like, I do like the dad. That's probably my favorite one now that I've gotten older. But for the most part, There are certain pictures, like one character, once we come across her, I do not like it. I'd prefer the bronze, if anything. On our adventure, we got 184 coins, $140. So if you do the math, you can see just how much more valuable the dollars are than the coins. Gold bars obviously being the most expensive. There is something we haven't seen yet. I'll just spoil it right now. Above the emerald is a sapphire. So apparently emeralds are more valuable than sapphires. And then there's 3 more things we're not going to see for a while. And there's our pearls. Not bad. 8 million. And yes, please, we'll save that. So now, as you can see, our file has 8 million, almost $9 million. It won't go up again until we get to Area 3. So that's our total, basically, until... even though we're collecting more money, it won't tell us how much exactly we have. You're welcome to do the math at home, but I'm not a fan. Let's go stop by the training room. The gallery real quick. Not the training room. Yeah, the gallery is much different in the remake. Maybe we'll go over that in a bonus video. I do have all the gold paintings in that version. Maybe I'll show off my 3DS copy. They're not bad. I mean, this is a nice painting overall, but the silver is just so much better. Is it the silver? There's one of them screaming that I like a lot. That's why. And this one's pretty good too. This one's grown on me. All that work for 3 paintings, and as you can see, we got over a dozen, if not 2 dozen left. Not to mention that gold room back there. So realistically, we got a long way to go. I might end up pushing this past Halloween. I thought we'd be at the final stretch by Halloween at least, but who knows? Is there anything else I want to do before we go? So whenever you get a boss key, that pink one that we saw, you go up to these doors that we couldn't go to before, and just like that, we're able to. And something that's really neat that I'll show off real quick right here, the key that we saw earlier was a heart. This door has a heart. Okay, that's not a good example. That's like the main entrance door. If you look at other doors, they're all pretty generic. You know, for a double door, that's how they typically look. Your standard door will have a standard design on it. Whereas this one's got a heart. That's something I never noticed, because it just looks like a design. I thought I was going to jump scare you again. That's something I never noticed before, that it had a little heart design on it. That's pretty cool. And the reason why I bring that up is because this is Area 2, showing you guys a sneak peek of what's to come in the next video. If you stare closely right here, what do you see? Clover. Keep that in mind for when we get the next boss key. This area, I did some research. This is the first random golden mouse we could find. You can either find it by where we just were, or right here, I believe. Oh, there we go. Come on, come on. Okay, there we go. I was like, please don't, like, run away. Not a bad haul, I would say. Not a bad way to end the video. Oh, there's way more money over here. Okay. I should have got that coin when I had the chance. It's still there. Yes! No coin left behind. Sugar Conroy's, his little movement. A little something, too, real quick, before we end out. No. This hallway. As you can see, there's a new type of ghost. There's these little bat ones, and then there's these guys. These white ones do nothing. There is a variant that's purple that can hurt us. But I stress to you, go through this hallway while you can, because it gets worse later on. Check all these. There are gold bars in some of them. Finding the golden mouse, it's preferable to do it now than later, because we're going to be doing something in the next episode that's going to make it a lot harder. And I think there's 3 more vases over there. This hallway is pretty vacant for the most part. It doesn't stay that way. Yeah, so there's purple bats and yellow bats. I don't know if there's a difference between the two. It's kind of like the purple bats, the purple mice, and the blue mice. There's no difference between those two. It's the golden mice you want to catch. I would have preferred it if there were blue bats. And then there were golden bats, you know, to go with the golden mice. This door right here. Okay, but yeah, that's pretty much where I'm gonna end off, guys. I want to go somewhere safe, but there is nowhere safe. I guess this is your safe spot. Thank you for watching, and I hope you guys had fun this episode. I had a lot of fun this time, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Has anybody ever ended an episode like this, like looking down this hallway? This is the most like human-looking hallway I've seen. Like, it just looks so cozy. Like, if there weren't ghosts here, even the ghosts that are here, they're not that scary. Alrighty, guys, I'll see you next time.